I'm surprised he said it. That would be true. But you can't cherry pick. You know, you find yourselves at this stage of the knockout competition. You're in a great position in the Premier League. All you can do at this time is focus on the next game. I'm surprised he's even mentioning it. You know, this is all about Bayern Munich tonight. 90 hard minutes against them. And focus on that and nothing else. And then what happens after tonight, whatever way it goes, you've then got a monster game coming up on Sunday. Arguably, certainly when I was a player at Liverpool, we saw it as our hardest away game going to United.
You said on TV a few weeks ago that if Liverpool were to win the Premier League, they'd have to win every game. Is it possible for them to compete on two fronts?
Why not?
To that degree?
Why not? It is possible. It is possible. You know, you need a large slice of luck with a bounce of the ball and with injuries, but it is possible. And they're a team that have got undoubted qualities. You know, they've got a nice... Van Dijk doesn't play tonight, but they've got a nice mix in their team, I feel. You know, they're a team that can win games without being at the best when Van Dijk's in the team. Without Van Dijk, as we saw many times prior to Van Dijk's arrival, they are vulnerable. Of course, they've got a good goalkeeper now as well. And I think if you're going to be a top team that wins trophies, you have to be able to nick games. You have to be not at your best, or can be not at your best, but still win, because you've got strikers that can snatch you goals and nick you games.
Yeah, there you are. And Virgin Media Sport is the new home of European football in Ireland. More than 400 UEFA Champions League, Europa League, Nations League games live this season. Virgin Media Sport exclusive to all Virgin Media TV customers, who can also download the TV Anywhere app and stream all the action whenever and wherever they like. So I think we can all agree it's possible. It is possible that Liverpool can compete in two fronts. But in an ideal world, would it be the worst thing in the world if they wouldn't plan for it, but the Champions League adventure ended? Like, how difficult is this going to be?
I think you can certainly make that argument. I think it is a valid argument, having whatever is now 6 less games between now and the end of the season. How much
big games, emotionally draining
psychologically
games.
Yeah, absolutely. But then you can flip that around, just in terms of you stay in the competition, you are successful, momentum builds. You can almost argue that kind of physical fatigue gets overridden almost by the actual high, the adrenaline rush of what you're actually doing. Something special is happening here, and that kind of almost overrides it a little bit and kind of drives you on. So I think the only way you can, if a manager is kind of leaning towards one competition or, for me, the obvious one is in terms of team selection, in terms of the type of rotation that he does. I think there's certain times a manager puts a team in the pitch and you think, that's under strength.
Yeah.
He's looking ahead to a game, whether Man United the weekend or whoever it is.
But we've seen it in the FA Cup this year.
He's prioritising certain games.
You can't do it in the Champions League knockout stages.
And I don't think he will. I don't think the players would allow. Even the Klopp was to walk into that dressing room and publicly say, "Look, lads, priority is the league. If we get knocked out of this competition, no bother. There's going to be no ramifications. Don't worry about that." It just that wouldn't creep into the minds. This is a hugely prestigious competition. So a Champions League medal, I can only guess like what that would mean. And they've got enough. You were so close last year. So the mindset of the players, for me, won't change. There'll be absolute kind of determination and focus in terms of getting to the final, actually winning this competition.